From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans.
Rookie to kick on for the Saints.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window. If we had $1 for every time we heard the team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rattler. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They keep it with Miller on first down. Brought down at the 20. 2nd down and 8. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where
And he's taken down back at his own 7. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly is told that you might well stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. P-Ryan. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught. This time the 2-point conversion works. And it's 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Rattler. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 44 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just keeping the play alive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Rattler wants to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Throwing once more, here's Rattler.
Dancing to his left. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
To the air is Rattler. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going up top.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller.
73 yards.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Inaudible here to get a new look.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now here's Mahomes. taken down here by the Saints. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And his guys are going to get the...
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And off we go from Tampa.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon.
Powers through it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Now Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Saints.
Here we go. Set. You. Yellow. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Here's Rattler.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Mayfield on play action. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready. Red, cycle. Set, hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Set, ready. Black shot. Hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Steps away to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
Now Rattler.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Rattler working out of the gun.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson, 26 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Good. Hey, alert 33. What's that? What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they can't bring him down. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Flushed out right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
From the shotgun, Rattler.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
2nd and 9.
They go play action. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake.
He's got Otten on the out route.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now 1st and goal. Now a give, Irving running right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving,
An 8-yard touchdown run.
and the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Rattler.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing is Rattler.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here comes 2nd down. Rattler wants to throw it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. He'll look to throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Bulldozes past him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Mayfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away. And he's across for a late touchdown.